Hello everybody, this is Robbie again from AudioFire, and I thought today I might do a little tutorial on how to create a patch totally from scratch. Also creating a few different phrases and checking how the keyscape control works. So we start off with the init patch, so everything is initialized. Nothing is actually working. If I actually try to play anything, nothing plays. So we load something on the first sound source. What do? This bass it's okay. We load something also as well in the second group. We go with the pulse. Okay, now I loaded something on the first, so I can mute it and have a listen to what's on the second one. How do they sound together? Okay, we can just maybe reduce the bass on this so it doesn't clash with the other one. And here we actually added. Okay. I could play it like this, just. But I want to make use of SEQui2R's engine. So let's switch it on. Here you can see these green key switches are to trigger the different phrases. But the purple ones instead are to decide which kind of note duration each note will be. So for example, let's start by selecting the first phrase. So we press record, everything is empty at the moment, everything is blank, there is no sound. I'm going to use these key switches to choose the duration of the notes. So key switches, you see they're changing. Let's stay on 16. Okay. Let's save and let's just play. Okay, nice. I just think that I hit a little bit too hard on some keys, so I'm gonna just edit the velocities. And I save. Now I can do this in two ways. Or I just keep on playing the same note. And I must keep it pressed while I'm editing. Because otherwise, they come back to their previous state if I don't save. So, keep it pressed and save. Or I can just go to each slider and edit them while I'm idle, and then save and listen to the result. Now we recorded different samples for each velocity. I can make this sound a little bit more sensitive to velocity. So, okay, now let's add a little bit of delay. As soon as I click once on the delay, these controls appear. This is the feedback, and I'm gonna choose this. Okay, I'm gonna do the same for the other sound source. Now I can go in the option page and put the delay pan at the max, so it just bounces. Okay, maybe I put just a little bit of a reverb here. When I click on the reverb knob, what happens is that it shows me the status of the reverb. So I can choose which one I want among the convolution reverbs, or I can choose the contact ones. Since it's less heavy, I'm just going to use that for the moment because I'm working on my laptop, so it's not very CPU efficient. So digital reverb, let's see. And you see when I click on that, these controls appear. Size. One thing to note is that sound source 1 and 2, or I should say A and B, share the same reverb. So you see, if I was to use the reverb there, it's the same size. So it's the same setting for the reverb, but I'm not gonna use the reverb there, so it's okay. I can keep on playing this one, select a different phrase and save on it. So now this phrase and that phrase are the same. What I can do now, I can edit the second phrase and just change a few notes. I can do it different ways. The first thing I could do is just to change maybe the last note. Okay, I changed it, press save straight away, otherwise it's not gonna stay. Okay, this one a little bit down. Okay, let's save this one on the following one. So now these two are the same. But now I'm going to do something different for that. I'm going to use the position here, there. So now I'm going to edit notes just from this point onwards. And I'm going to edit by recording and select 32 just to make it a little bit more. Okay, another thing we can do, maybe on this phrase, I'd like to change a few parameters. If I press this, I will select just group A, so the bass, dirty bass. So that point, select the cutoff. Now, I can do this just when I'm idle and save. And the filter has the cutoff totally open. Now, which is easier, I'm going to use this to draw a curve and save. And I did it when I was idle, but if I keep press the C4 thing, I can open still the helper here, the stable helper, and draw it while I'm listening to it. And save. Now when I press it again, SEQui2R is going to remember it. To note that actually on group B, the cutoff is switched off. So if I wanted actually to do exactly the same shape of cutoff here, I would have to go and just copy every little detail. No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to press this little button there. Bum. And now the cutoff is copied from A to B. Save. If I wanted not to have the filter cutoff on B, just switch it off and save. Or if I want it on, and save. Okay. One thing to note is that, let's go back to the first press in A so we see the values of velocity. So you can see here it's written sequence, so we are actually seeing the velocity and the numbers here. I played C2 and D sharp, I think too. Yeah. But if I was to play any other key, just gonna transpose, and I don't want that. I just want to play in my favorite C minor key. So I'm gonna switch on the key control and I'm gonna choose C minor. And voila! SEQui2R will adjust the notes to follow C minor scale. Okay, another thing I can do, I can play two notes at the same time. And I can play and change the phrase. Okay, let's go back on the first phrase. Another thing to note is I have an envelope here and filter, low pass filter. I can put the resonance a little bit up. Without using the step filter, which is here, I can use my modulation wheel and do it manually. So it can just variate anytime I want. And this is going to work for both A and B because it's set here in the options, modulation filter, CC control 111. But I could do something a little bit different. I could just tell the filter B to behave invertly. So to do the opposite, when one is open, the other one will be closed. So now I've just bass dirty. And now it goes and transitions to the pulse. And that's it. I can just save this on another one and change other notes. Save. Of course, I can just go there and okay, we have to put the position from 1 again, otherwise it's gonna edit just from 14. So I can record anything else. 16th. And if I want to just do a ramp at the end, I can just go there and record, and I'm going to record in 30 seconds. So there, done. Okay, I could just edit the band. Yes, let's edit the band. So click on band. You see that here it says pitch band, and I can play a note. I could do in two ways: position, and then apply some values. Position again, some values, and then position again and some values, and save. There is this light band there. You can see it also here, but I can also edit it. Actually, I couldn't. Well, I don't like that, so I alt click on band, save, everything gets flattened again. Okay, let's go back on the first phrase. Let's edit the choke values. Choke. And this is cool. So I can now add a little bit of delay. And it's done. What I can do also, I can maybe add a different type of effect. Let's go back to the normal view. I can go to group A. Let's save this phrase on this location here, this phrase here. I can just use the talk. Yeah. And let's play it and display. Switch it on. And I can save it like that. If I check on B, talk is off. Let's see it. Switch it on. Let's copy. And now they are the same. So now I can play around with all the phrases I create. Okay, that's it for this little tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.